Yo, what's up? This is Mastermind Millionaire, and this particular discussion is in regards to acquiring information that basically you could capitalize on and you can leverage for investments. Now, I'm going to be simple, I'm going to be right to the point. We don't need to be financial scientists and geniuses in order to make good investments. The first thing that you would need to consider is that basically, right, your information basis. Now, you also need a level of creativity because you're going to take simple things like the news and you're looking for different patterns. You're looking for what society needs. You're looking for what society do not want. And you can build businesses around this. You're also going to be assessing and analyzing the news for international patterns, political patterns, like new laws have been passed. What type of doors those open for new type of businesses? When laws have been passed, what type of businesses that affect in a negative way or a positive way. You also want to look for things in sources like the Wall Street Journal that actually explains how to, you could say, how to leverage international politics and domestic politics. And let me explain. If you read the Wall Street Journal closely, you don't have to actually pay much attention to the graphs that explains percentages in stocks. If you wanted to now, you can actually read the information in the graphs and they'll explain to you on what means what. And for a clear understanding, you can always Google online and basically find out what the graphs mean and how to accurately read them. However, I'm going to give you a more simpler way and to how to benefit from the information in the Wall Street Journal and investors, business, news sources of all different persuasions. But let's stick with the Wall Street Journal at this point. How you leverage the information in the Wall Street Journal is simple. Now, there will be all type of news, and believe it or not, it's an elite news source. That's not to say that there's no margins of error. There's margins of error in every source you can think of. However, pretty much the core resources and the core point of references is usually accurate. Now, dealing with Wall Street Journal, you're looking for different patterns in businesses, like what businesses are closing, what type of different new processes and ideas are actually surfacing in the financial world. Even information in entertainment, what type of patterns. All this will tell you where you should be putting your money. And in some instances, there may even be negative information in regards to certain industries that are suffering. However, keep in mind, a lot of times when people are fleeing an industry, you can actually go in and it leaves space for you to capitalize. So the individuals basically start to have fear. Believe it or not, that can create space for you. But you must be careful, because at times when people are fleeing, then basically, right, it's best for you basically to be very, very careful and do not actually follow individuals that basically have already made mistakes and made bad investments. Now, however, even when individuals are fleeing from investments, keep in mind that you would need to research to see whether or not this fleeing is rational and whether or not basically it is rational. Because if it is irrational, then basically you go in and again, this leaves an opportunity for you. Now, how you find out whether it's rational or irrational, you have to do research. So as simple as this sounds, doing your research and using creative intelligence and paying attention to the news and patterns and basically world events and the different laws and the different new technologies that is being produced, that is what you want to keep your mind on. And it's going to basically be points of references on investments and where you can invest your money.